but we have all of this going on here. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and I am a I'm a fourth year, third grade teacher in North Carolina. This video is not webcam quality, but I did not have an intro and I just wanted to come on here quick. This is a long one, but I got a lot accomplished, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Alright guys, I made it to my classroom and I went ahead and put up my voice levels and I love it. Let me step back and show you what's going on here. Obviously, when you step farther away, this light is reflecting on the laminate. I didn't laminate these last year, but luckily these two work out really well, or these three. I'm going to get an X-Acto knife and cut the center of this because that ain't cute. These are my voice levels. I believe Miss Fifth has these in her TPT. I just made them on my own, but if you're interested in them, you can go find them on there. And then the light switches are from Dollar Tree. I turned them on. When we did a few presentations, I turned on the speak up light. We don't really use the normal one, but obviously it has to be there. It's a great visual for the kids. Looking at this, it's not perfectly in the center of this board, but honestly, I don't care. I like where it's at, so I'm gonna keep it like that. And then my neon light is right next to it, which I do have a plug now. So that is going to be my do not disturb reading group, small group light. When that is on, you cannot come interrupt me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting, the way I put these up here was just with masking tape for all of it. I just used masking tape, even the light switches, and they're stuck on really well, which is awesome. So I'm going to put masking tape on my letters. I have decided I'm going to reprint the cursive piece because when I originally printed these, it was like really blown up, and this is just super huge and fuzzy, and I want it to be the same thickness as this, I think. I'm going to put these up first, and then I'm gonna add the phrases above it, and they're going to go back here. So again, just with masking tape. I could staple it, but honestly, masking tape looks so much prettier, and I love these colors. This always feels so much more like my classroom when I get my rules up. I feel like these are just me, guys. I know there's a glare from the lights. However, when you sit down like a child, well, I don't know. I think if I have time, I might go into the D's and cut out the centers. But I mean, other than that, that's just how it's gonna have to be. Every angle of the room is going to have a different glare. If there's like something I can put over the lights, I know there's like light cover things that make it more peaceful. If that would block glare, let me know. I'd be interested in that. But it's so crazy to have the new colors. That's so crazy. So what I did is I started with the P in the middle of respect because that's literally the center of the word. And I did it based on the boards in the back. I kind of went off this one as the middle one. So you'll see like that's clearly not the center of the room. However, me standing right here is the center of the front. So it's perfect. So I started with the P and I moved out from there, and then I moved over to kind, and I kind of put it a little bit away. I didn't want it to be all the way in the center because I felt like that would be too far. So I just kind of went with it, and I like the amount of space it is away. And then my cursive letters, I was going to redo them and make them thinner. When you're up close, they don't look great, but when you're far away, they're perfect. I love how they stand out, so I'm just going to keep those. That's one less thing I have to do. They're a lot thicker than the actual letters, but it's fine. I think it looks awesome. Those have been going strong for 3 years with the same masking tape. I have not switched it. Isn't that crazy? All right, I'm so glad I accomplished that. This feels like my place, guys. So there are a few things that I can do right now. Get old mascara all over my face. I think what I'm going to start with is just putting my birthday board up on this cabinet right here, not on this side, I'll show you. I just wanna get that up so it's off that table and there's less of a stack in my decorating pile. And then honestly, I think I'm going to start clearing off the tops of my cubbies. That's not cute to look at, and I want that gone before I move into the inside. That'll just be easy because extra containers, I think for now I'm going to put inside the cubbies since obviously I'm not using them. And so I'll have a bunch of extra storage and then I can figure out from there. All right, so scratch that. I did pop everything out. I'm probably going to have that and maybe that on the top, and then the kids' birthdays go on the little donuts in the bag. But then there's so many other things. Birthdays are happier with donuts, like that's super cute. Birthday cheer, which I probably won't do that one. Birthday time. There's a frame if you want to put the child's picture. I probably won't use that. And then do not mind if I do have a happy birthday. Super cute. I'm going to put it on here. However, just realized I have to laminate it first. Especially because I'm so loving this donut thing and it may be around for a few years. All right, I'm gonna tackle this cubby madness first. Bin is down and empty. All that was in it was containers. So book boxes, which I still haven't thought about what I'm doing with these for this year. I might try to see if my school can order me new black ones. If not, I might try to spray paint these. I have books in here. I can probably get rid of. Lemonade War can go to 4th grade. Oh, and then all STEM bin materials. I don't know, just little things. Wheels, like, I can go through this real quick. All right, so I'll have to find a home for this STEM bin stuff. I'm not really, I don't know, doing anything with that right now. And then I have calendar pieces. I have a container for them, so I'll probably put these in a cabinet for now because that's where they will end up. I'm going to keep out the bins for now. I'm probably going to store all of them in a cubby, and then this I'm going to keep empty because on back to school night when students bring supplies like tissues or Ziploc bags, I like to put them in this. So I'm just going to wipe that off. It's super dusty, and then I'm going to store it on top of that. There's a bunch of books, so I'm gonna hold off on that one for a moment. This one, as you can see, more containers. So I'm gonna put all the containers out here, and then this is literally Ziploc bags. So I'm gonna keep these in here, and then I know it's a lot. Our parents are just very generous. So I'm going to take a few to keep behind my desk in that crate so they're easily accessible, and then I'll keep the rest in here and store this up there as well. I'm gonna take sandwich Ziploc baggies off my supply list. I'm bringing 1 sandwich and 1 gallon behind my desk to put in this crate so that they're easily accessible because we use them all the time just for different things. So as you see, I already have 2 open ones. So then I will just store these under them. That way, ooh, it's not gonna fit. That way, it's always ready. And when the kids bring in baby wipes, I will add to that. Pretty easy because the rest of this is just extra containers and my file box. One of the things that was in one of those bins was my paper roll from my Keep the Quote that I did once and never changed all year. So that's ready to go and hang up if I want. I think I would either put it here or here, but actually I think I'm gonna do calendar over in that area. So I'll probably do keep the quote in this little area over here. So I took everything off the top of this one as well. Our new math kit was up there. Some big books I have to go through, fraction hours, which I'm going to put on top of there with the other 2 black bins. So it wasn't much. And then I set out my book bins because this is what's going to be on top of here. I need to decide, is it weird if I start this side at 9? Should I start it at 1? That's just how my cubbies ended up, and my 1 is over here. Let me know if that would bother you. If I change it, it'd be 1 through 8, 9 through 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there would only be 2 students that have to come over here instead, because I'm going to use this area for my storage because I don't need all the cubbies. That way you don't have to worry about back to back. But in this case here, oh wait, I can't even have 23 students. There would only be 2 students here anyway. So that's kind of helpful too. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. All right, so you'll have to excuse because the fan is right over here. These are materials that we used. Oh my goodness. I didn't know I had so many forks and spoons. Hallelujah. So I bought these from the Dollar Tree. We did a distributive doctor day, and I bought sheet pans and put an operation head on top. So these are gonna go in my cabinet somewhere, and then I have to go through this box and decide if I'm going to keep the stuff that's in here because it's just wasting space right now. All the other teachers gave it away to their kids last year, so I have to decide. All right, I threw that box up there right now. I know, not cute at all, but that just has really good stuff that I just don't want to get rid of. I'm going to see if I can fit it on the inside of this, the top of this, when I put those black bins out, and then I'll store it there. Because that's literally all that's in there. It's drawstring bags, an apron, gloves, goggles. So it's good for like a classroom transformation. So I'm gonna continue taking out all the containers, and I think I'm gonna store all my containers in this cabinet for now, just so it's easily accessible for when I'm going through my cabinets and I do need to use these. I plan to use all of my Sterilite bins this year. I don't know why I have extra ones. And then I have some good scrapbooking cases over here. Red bins, I don't know if I'm gonna hold on to them or put them on the giveaway table, because you guys know I'm done with the red. All right, so with this container, I'm not going to keep it at school because it's clear and I don't go into it throughout the year. I just have a ton of Babysitters Club books, and I don't have room on my bookshelf for them right now, and also they're just not something my young girls gravitate towards. They're more for older age, but I don't want to get rid of them. And then I have some other books in here that were like my personal books from when I was growing up, and they just are not 3rd grade appropriate. So I think I'm gonna keep these in here for now and close this up. I know it's dusty. I'm going to put it actually probably under that table in the back, and that way when I go through my library, any other books that I don't want to have out but are my personal books, I can keep in here, and then I'll take this home. The rest of this stuff, this is super cute. I always buy these and then I lose them, so I have to put them in a different place. But a bunch of containers, my Elf on the Shelf stuff. I have this from when I had my circus classroom. I had a bunch of clown noses in here. I think it would be cute to have a bunch of donuts in there or something. I'm taking home this Hot Shot Sunbeam. I originally brought this here so I could make tea, but we now have a hot water dispenser here, so I don't need this at school. And then these are from when I did blurt beans in 4th grade. I'm just gonna keep this jar here in case I ever want to use this classroom management strategy. And then this one I'm going to take home, and I actually collect sand from every beach I go to, so this jar is perfect for that. All right, extra containers all in one place. All right, so I took down my last shelf. These are the black bins that are gonna go up there. My fraction towers are in both of these, and I think I'm going to put my place value discs in one and my base 10 blocks in the other. We'll see how they fit. I have to dig through my cabinet right now and find all of them. The last thing that was up there is this container of wipes. So I'm just gonna simply take these and put them behind my desk, and Band-Aids we asked for last year. So I'm going to take this out and empty it into my red bag, which is our first aid kit. And then I have these for next year. So again, I like to save these paper boxes because when open house comes, they're a good place to store supplies. I don't know, we'll see what I do with it because it's important and I don't want to misplace these things. Because what happens is I put things and stack them on top of each other and can't reach them, and then I never look in them and I forget what's in them and I don't use things. So that's what I'm trying to prevent this year. So now I have to dig through my cabinet and find the rest of my manipulative. All right, so I found my base 10 blocks and all of my place value discs, and now I'm gonna store all these up there. Love this. It's so clean and it helps save me so much space in my cabinets. And I have them in the order that we teach. So obviously base 10 blocks first, then place value discs, and then all of my fraction towers. And that just looks so nice. And from there, I'm gonna clean these out. I'm gonna do some serious clean out right now. The pencil boxes I'm gonna take out because those are for my students' desks. And yeah, I'm going to really sort through what did I not use last year and donate it. So that's that cabinet. And then I have this one. I think I'm going to start with my big one, the other one, just because I want more like personal things in this one, or like grade level things in this one that are not mine, maybe? I don't know. But I think I have to take everything out and then put it all back in. So, gotta clean up this mess first. This is the before. I'm about to take out everything and try to just place it on this table. So we are empty. I'm going to wipe down the shelves. And there's a lot of stuff. However, I forgot, I did organize this cabinet in the middle of the year last year. So like, my stuff is pretty organized. I just have to figure out what to do with this indoor recess situation. I don't want to get new bins for every game. That's just like a waste of money. But I think I'm going to put it on the bottom shelf for the kids, and I'll probably start there because that's the easiest, but I'm going to wipe down those shelves first. Oh, and then also I have to leave that first shelf open because that's where all my scrapbooking cases go and my task cards. So I have to remember to not put anything there. All right, so indoor game shelf is complete. It is the bottom shelf, so it's easily accessible to my students. And I love these pull-out containers. These are from Dollar Tree. And it's okay that they're red because they're in the cabinet. In the back, I have 2 of these boxes full of the Legos from the Target Dollar Spot. These bags are all just different puzzles. Some of them have what it is, but some of them don't, so that's okay. They're just individual bags of puzzles. In here, I have some stuff from the Target Dollar Spot, like a memory game and checkers. And then I have some like geography flashcards. I have a set of Jenga, Uno, a deck of cards, and then this is a clue, a mini clue game, which is kind of, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. And then my thing of Play-Doh, which I actually need to get new Play-Doh because this is 4 years old and it's gross. In the back, I actually had these containers, so I went into my cabinet over there where all my extra containers were, and I put my mini games in here. So I have a battleship game, I have Connect 4, And I believe these are all from Five Below. And then I have Guess Who. So those boxes were really small and being destroyed, and the pieces would always get lost, so they fit nice into those containers. And then the rest of these, the boxes were okay. So I have a mini Monopoly game, which is the same as that Clue game, but the box is good, so I kept it in there. Some Trouble, Chutes and Ladders, and other random games that I've accumulated over the years. So this is organized. Hopefully it'll stay this way, because there's not as many boxes now, like cardboard boxes. Moving on to the next shelf. So technically I have 1, 2, 3 shelves I can use in here, because that top one is for my scrapbook cases, my centers, and my task cards. I have to really see what I have over here. I think like classroom setup stuff, instead of storing it in here, I'm going to store it in my personal cabinet. All right, the next thing I need to do is eliminate these boxes. I have so many base 10 blocks and I want them all in here. I'm gonna do that now. So these all seem to be full. I think I just need more of these cases, because I definitely, like, this is not enough for a whole table to use. So if I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of these, then what I'll do is I'll use that second bin for the rest of them and just put the place value discs in the cabinet. Because I don't want these to take up space in there, because then they're in the back and I don't remember I have them. The thousands blocks we usually never use. So that's that. But I'm just gonna keep these out of the cabinet for now. And then I got another set last year. Oh my goodness. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take things that are in different containers, and like I have more of these, I'm gonna put all these in. So I've done a good job of transferring things into all the same containers. Look at all these I've purchased throughout the years. Oh my goodness. I didn't buy any new ones this year. I've had these, so I'm glad I'm using them. Some of these are math manipulatives. Well, most of them are math manipulatives. And then I have random things like Easter eggs and clothespins and just extra mini erasers. Some of them have like little baggies of sets inside of them. And then some of them are just like literally all the dice in the world. So I guess I'll start putting these away. I know some of them are pretty stuffed, but you know, I want to keep all the same type of thing together. So I guess I'll start on my second shelf with all of these. I currently don't have labels for them, but I guess I could make them. I've never labeled my bins, guys. Isn't that crazy? I've had all intentions to forever, but I just never have. All right, we are making progress. Now, I really hate that these are blocking the perfectness that is behind this. So let me just move them and show you. But I really don't want to waste space, so I'm going to keep them there. But we have all of this going on here. These are my huge magnetic fraction strips for the whiteboard. I have tangrams and pattern block counters, and these are more tangrams because for some reason I have a lot. Square counters, clocks, flashcards for multiplication facts, magnetic fraction strips that are super tiny, my Easter eggs, my clothespins, dice, Jenga, timers, and erasers. And then in front of those, I have my geo boards, which apparently we're getting more with our new math curriculum. I have, these are all reading flashcards that I don't necessarily use, but they're there in case I need them. Multiplication and division flashcards, decks of cards, and these are little kits of numbers 0 through 9. These are great for place value. I like that these have a handle. Kind of wish they were a different color, of course it doesn't matter. It's still organized. I still might move some of my random things like my eggs and my clothespins down to this shelf, which is more like crafty things. This I made more science-y. So I have sponges, magnifying glass. These are blow up dice and word patterns, random. Tape measures and measuring cups, and then 2 science kits that I've never used. And then we have pasta, which we use for our human body unit. And then I have like random other experiment things in there. That's my craft box. So there's ribbon and paint and extra popsicle sticks and stuff. And then I did add 2 games down here, marbles and dominoes. I still have a lot of space. Oh, I have my sorting circles. So these will need to go somewhere in there. And then the rest of my stuff is kind of like decor and extra supplies. And I want to keep that in here. However, in here I have a... like, I need to put these right now in a container. These are another manipulative. I have more place value stuff back there. Like, there's a lot, guys. There's actually really a lot. Like, I look organized, but I have a lot of stuff. Okay, I went ahead and cleared off the pencil boxes. I put them in the drawers at the tables for now, for how many students are sitting there. I moved my base 10 blocks over here because I need more containers, and put that back up there. I'm thinking I can get 1 more container because I don't want to put those place value discs in the cabinet. So I can put 1 more container back there and have the file box move forward. I am keeping both filing cabinets. I've decided because my new coworker showed me this grammar stuff and it's just really good storage. So I'm gonna hold on to that one. A lot of this stuff is what was in my student supply area last year. So I definitely want the black bins out. Those were nice. I will probably, I guess I'll put it over by the door on that bookshelf because I don't really have another one. And then I have like extra containers floating around. And then I'm gonna sort all of my bins with decor, just keep them stacked for now. I'm not going to start the other cabinet today because that cabinet kind of scares me, to be honest. But this is looking really good. I'm gonna write down, that thing is not gonna stay there, actually. I'm gonna write down what kind of labels I need to make. But you know, that's not really priority because I can see what everything is. So maybe I won't do that just yet. I put my rulers all in this. I think this is a Pringle can with Snoopy on it. So I have 30, I believe. And then got rid of the extra ones, put them on a donation table. All right, so I have these 6 black bins. These are from Big Lots. I think they came in packs of 3, I wanna say. So I've sorted them into black expo markers, note cards, stickies, glue sticks, highlighters, and erasers. And obviously these will be restocked when students bring in their supplies. But I do have sticky notes and note cards, so I'm gonna fill those up and then I'm going to set them up on that bookshelf up front. Right, so that area is set up ready to go. I have expo markers, highlighters, erasers, note cards, glue sticks, and stickies, and colored pencils and crayons, which are kind of gross, but it's okay because the kids really bring their own anyway. And then I don't know what I'm gonna put on the top here. And then I have this paper organizer from my coworker, which is fantastic because I got rid of the red one from last year because it would always fall down. So over there I'm going to have copy paper, lined paper, graph paper, and I don't know, I'll probably have 2 things of lined paper. All right, I'm gonna look through all these bins now. These are like room decorations and schedule cards and random things. Actually, I think my numbers for my math facts are in here. I'm gonna have to put those somewhere. Honestly, I'll probably put my math facts on this cabinet this year. That's what a lot of my coworkers do. And just my large numbers. And when the students pass their facts, their name gets on it. So I think I'm gonna put that on that cabinet. And I did get my birthday stuff laminated today, so I'm gonna put that up as well. All right, so all of this stuff is my circus theme. Part of me doesn't even wanna keep it in this box, but since it's in there and it's nice and neat, I'll just leave it. I do have a lot of red and yellow letters, but at least now I know. They're all my scheduling cards and my calendar pieces, but none of it matches. And I want to make different scheduling cards this year, so I'm just gonna leave that. I had stuff from my old cubbies, which are now destroyed, unfortunately. If you guys were with me when I was in 4th grade, I got a donor's choose with a bunch of these cubbies, and the teacher that took over my classroom last year didn't have classroom management. She no longer teaches here, and she let them be destroyed. So they're probably done for. I did find hashtags. I'm gonna keep those accessible because that could be cute. But other than that, this can go like far away since I won't be accessing it this year. In this bin are more crafty things that I don't really use. These were just given to me when I became a teacher. So I'm just gonna keep them in here. These are 11 and 12 and we don't go up to that in 3rd grade. So part of me wants to not waste these 2 bins and transfer everything into that bin to store it all, so I might do that. I did pull out my other 0 because last year I didn't have 0 through 10 on my board, I just had 1 through 10, and the kids were always sad that 0 wasn't there. And then I found these little nameplates, sentence strip, yellow, blue, and pink. Oh my gosh, these are my colors. I just realized that. So pull those out because I might use them for something. Okay, so these bins are from IKEA and they never actually close, like even if there isn't too much stuff in them. So I'm just gonna end up taping this closed, but I did transfer these 2 containers into one, and that's so much better. I have to dump this one out, but now I have 2 of the really nice Sterilite containers, and this is all the stuff that was inside of here. It's like extra supplies, and I don't know why I did this. My first year I asked for a ton of paper clips for like STEM things, and so I need to stop taking them from the office and use up these. So I'm gonna go store them over there where I can use them. Okay, so I diminished that pile greatly. I still have so many paper clips, my goodness. I brought my teacher toolbox over here and restocked my paper clips, my staples, a whiteout, anything else that could go in there, I did. Now I'm left with, I emptied one of the containers that was filled with note cards. So I have extra note cards, extra this stuff. This is a stack of things that I could possibly use throughout the year, so I want it handy. And now I have to go through these 2. I think I might do another thing where I put my board game theme aside and see if I can put it in a different container. That way I have my nice containers available for use. All right, I ended up putting, I don't know what's wrong with this scrapbooking case. This one won't, oh, there we go. It won't snap. Oh my, okay. I ended up putting my board game themed stuff in here because I don't have any other container that closes, and honestly, I can't fit any more of these once I have all my centers out. So that's fine that I'm using this one. I had an extra one. So this is all my classroom themed stuff that I don't need to reference throughout the year. So I will put it tucked away in the hardest spot to get to because I don't need to get to it. So these are like posters that I reference throughout the year, and they're things that I still need to put around my room, like my writing pencil and my math facts. I just kept them in there for now, and they're different labels and things. So I went through the labels actually, and I printed out the ones I needed. These are the same as my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday bins. They're from Teach, Create, Motivate. So I am going to label what I have and then see what I still need. Here's my calendar stuff. I think I'm gonna use the same calendar as last year. I don't know, but it's gonna go right here. So that's that. Since I did move my filing cabinets, I turned them, so this won't be something that we can reference in small group, but that's really okay. I need to find somewhere to put this extra supplies along with this. I guess I'm just gonna keep all this on a desk for now because it's stuff that I could eventually need, but definitely do not need right now. That being said, everything I took out of this cabinet today has been put back, except for my theme stuff, these mint candies, and I found all my party stuff I put in this container. I actually think I'm going to put this just on this like craft shelf here. I don't know. I guess going through my other cabinet is gonna help me decide really where I'm putting things. I might end up having 2 math shelves in here and then making this one a science. It just all depends. And then putting like my extra little things. Yeah, you know what? I'm liking that. I think I might have 2 math, a science, and then put all the extra little crafty things in this one. I think that might be my best bet. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stuff out. I'm gonna keep all my extra bins out just so I know what I have. This is what I pulled things out of today to put into the Sterilite containers, and those are extra pencils and glue sticks that I didn't have somewhere to put. I know, I have so many containers, how do I not have somewhere to put them? It's just, you know, I'm gonna pull this one out so that I know I have this one, because I'll probably end up using those 3. And yeah, I'm gonna keep everything else where it's at. I brought my library label bin over here, so this has all my stuff I use to label my books. I know I'll be needing that, so I just kept it out. And that is what we are working with. I'm very happy that I went through that cabinet and really dug deep into stuff that I haven't looked at since my first year of teaching. All right, this is probably the design I'm gonna end up going with. There's a few extra pieces that I didn't use, but that's okay. I know the donuts aren't perfect right now. Honestly, I put 1 piece of tape in the center of each of them just to lay them out, and then I won't secure them down until I have taken them off and put my students' names on them. If I really wanted to, I can move this section and just put it down here and not put anything on that black strip, which I might do. I can always do like a student of the week. I might keep that out, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in my game board theme, just because I won't be using them this school year. All right, I ended up moving it down, and I think I do like that better. That way it uses the whole space of the wood area. I still might move the top part down a little bit instead of having the sign here completely in the corner, move it out a little bit, but like I said, I can play around with it. Before I leave today, I also want to put my multiplication facts up and my clock labels up, and then I think I'll head out. All right, that is complete. This 0 is bent for some reason, but I'm not gonna worry about it this year. I'll replace it for next year. I'm going to put the title right in the middle here. I don't remember what I want my title to be, but I saw an idea somewhere, so it's not going to be the same as last year. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape on the back of all my clock labels and stick those up. And this is how I'm going to go up there. All right, final thing checked off my list today. My clock labels, super cute. I love it. So now we have some donuts in every part of the classroom. All right guys, so I know I'm wearing something different than last time you saw my face. That's because it's a different day. This basically whole video was a different day. I got so much accomplished today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the clips that I did end up taking today, and I'm so happy that I've moved on from bulletin boards and just onto other things. I feel like there's not much left I really need to do. The only thing that's really a mess is this back corner area over here. because I just have random furniture thrown everywhere that's not necessarily going to be in these places. But today is August 1st, and typically this is the first day that I get into my classroom. So I'm just thinking about like how far I've come. I just feel like I'm going to be so much less stressed this year because I've had just that little bit of extra time that has made all the difference. I'll really be able to focus on getting my library just straightened out, which is nice. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video. From here on out, it's going to be organization. I know I said I might put a board back there, but I'm just gonna wait until like way last final thing I do. If I have time, put it up. If not, I can still put things in that area. I have posters that I need to hang throughout the year over there. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.